For Better or Worse with Mo and Phindi, a show that embraces marriage and celebrates inspirational couples. These are couples who walk the walk on a daily to practically live out the vow, for better or worse.
The journeys may be common in many marriages, but we offer couples a platform to walk you through how they navigated the peaks and the valleys of their relationship.
These couples are a true testament that the marriage covenant is stronger than circumstances, and that for better or worse is more than just a romantic phrase. Morena Makhaya, and welcome to another inspiring episode of For Better or Worse with Mo and Phindi right here on Mzansi Magic, Channel 161.
Ikhaphuli yethu namhlanje comes all the way from a PE son, emzini, so it means fanele ngiyiphathe kahle today.
Absolutely.
We are joined by Umsimelelo noSomikazi Boltinas, who have been married for 5 years.
Umsimelelo is trained as a fraud management specialist, and unkosikazi wakhe uSomikazi is a lecturer. Today, bias joiner Masam Sobathat.
Let's go meet them.
Jonathan.
Siyavuyela ukuba nani kule mini yakusasa. Guys, what an honor to have the both of you. So Somikazi, take us back to 2005. So you are in a taxi, minding your own business. Obviously unaware that in this text there's this guy who's pretending to be playing with the child, whereas he had other intentions. Take us back to that day. What really happened?
So 2005, I was taking a taxi back home. I get into this taxi and Gukho Loputi, he's sitting at the back, but I've seen him around, but I don't pay attention to him. So I sit at the chair in front of him. And as I'm sitting there, next to me, there's a lady with a baby.
Yeah.
And I noticed this guy is now starting to play with the baby. I had to get this done.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I had to get this output.
Hey.
So it catches my attention because I also love babies. So I turn around and I'm also interacting with Nomdwana. And then we make eye contact. And the next thing I know, Ugondi, the conductor, Ati, Sisi, please, man. I'll move back.
Okay.
So there was a small space there. So I move and I sit right next to Loputi.
Hi, Loputi, man.
Right next to Loputi. Attention shifted ke ngoku. Saye kudlala nomntwana. Saye kudlala nomntwana, and he started to talk to me and I thought, okay, all right. So then we started talking, and from there we've been talking ever since, I think.
You've been talking since then.
We've been talking since 2005. Yes.
Wow. Yes. So obviously we are figuring into Melupu uehle taxini.
Yes.
So kwenzakalani from the time we taxini uehle?
You know, we spent the whole ride talking. Okay. Like we've known each other for years. We get to the final destination, we both get off, and he asks me that head to the shop. He wants to go buy some stuff. And I walk with him because I'm enjoying his company.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, I walk with him, I'm enjoying his company, and then we're supposed to separate and go to our different directions. Yeah. So he asked for my number, and I gave it to him.
Wow.
And but...
And you have no idea how I had to think of that story. So take it to Sumdwana, taxi.
Yes.
I needed to think very fast. Yeah. Like, I need to get her attention. I need to get her attention.
So that just like that.
Yes, Floel.
Yes.
I've never done baby talk, but I found myself.
That's a Somikazi effect.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just like that, I got her attention.
Kunencwadi very, very popular, 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. We're talking about the languages othando my 5. Kodwa nini ngathi khona le yenu a specific unique
number 6.
Number 6.
Okay.
You know, tell us about the driver's test day.
Okay, all right. It was back in 2013. I went for my driver's test.
Yeah.
I was very nervous. I had failed it before, so I was really nervous this time around. So it was out of town. I go out of town and I do my test. Do the yard test, get out of the yard. I do everything. I come back and I find out that, okay, I've done very well. I go inside, and when I come out, my instructor who brought me to this town is gone. So now I'm thinking, how am I going to get home? I'm panicking. So naturally, back then he was my boyfriend. I call my boyfriend. And I'm venting. This guy left me behind. How could he?
You know?
And then he's so calm. He's so calm. And it makes me so angry because I'm thinking, I'm stuck. How am I
supposed
going
to
to get
be
home?
in my corner.
Yes.
Exactly.
And he tells me to turn around. I'm like, turn around. It's like, yeah, turn around, babes. I turn around, and
There he
here's
was.
this guy, and he's got a bouquet, he's got flowers, he's got champagne. Yeah, I don't know if
How did you know you were going to pass?
Jumpers.
How did you know, babes?
Ukholo lwam luthi sisiphindi, I've got faith. And kwamna, I remember that the second time around, I had to push her quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I was sure she was ready. I was sure
Yeah. Uzobuya nayo,
I've
mos.
always had that belief kulo person wam.
Yes. You know, guys, I'm actually thinking about this. Ukuthi, Umsi did that, such a romantic act. You guys were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. Iziphi izinto azenzayo ke now that you guys have been married?
Oh,
It means phela lo
Asayenzi
muntu.
yonke.
It means level phela isi.
this guy is very romantic.
Yeah.
I think he's very romantic. Just recently, his birthday is in September. And a few days before his birthday, I'm panicking, I'm thinking, what am I going to do for his birthday? What am I going to do for his birthday? And I'm at home and the doorbell goes on and I'm thinking, who's there? So I go open the door and there's a bouquet of flowers. I'm thinking, probably wrong address because, okay, this is so random. And it's from him. He's at work, I'm at home. And 20 minutes later, doorbell again. And I go and open. It's a box of chocolates and a message. It's from him. And this was before his birthday. So I'm thinking, yo, this is pressure.
So
This is pressure.
pressure
This is pressure. So yes, he's very romantic. He still is romantic. He really is.
So there's still hope.
Yeah, hey, there's still... Hey,
Put hope.
There's
sometimes
still-
every 5 years, some 15.
Throughout the time he was in hospital, I was praying.
It's been put out there that we might struggle. And yeah, it was a struggle. It's been a struggle.
When izinto ezinjengalezi happen, they tend to not just affect one person.
Yeah.
They affect the both of you.
Sikwamukele kwakhona ekhaya sahleli kunye uhlelweni lakho lithanda kakhulu For Better or Worse with Moyo Phindi apha eMzansi Magic Channel 161. Sahleli kamnandi apha nefamily usapho lwakwaBoltina. Ojumbers. Hey Phindini, ngawutsho Phindini. Naku niyatshata.
Yes.
Kusemtshatweni. Kwenzeka something.
Usiswenzani mshana?
Usomi sometimes uyathanda ungisurprise. And we were waiting outside, so kuyangena ku reception. So kungena abakhaphi ke kuqala babethe step and we were standing there so furious because bayasibhuda. Bayasibhuda step but ke ngoku ibe 10 yethu ukungena. And as basingena ke we didn't rehearse ukuthi sakwenza anything special. Sizomove nje right next to you wheelchair ngizothi chu nayihambe ecam kwami yey
Nangu Somikazi.
why shy 360 around me and even me ndimile pha okay is there something that I'm supposed to do
Maybe jump up and down too.
indlela wangishoka ngayo but that's it, that's my love.
Yeah. So Jumbers Phindini.
But
Naku ke ngoku kusenzeka April 2009.
yes,
Kwenzeka izinto Phindini.
yebo
And bengeyo nto yokuqala.
yes,
Yenzayo.
1990 at 6 years ndatsha nebhoma ndilinqalathi likabhuti wami. He was going through initiation and ndingumncedi wakhe again. We woke up and the heart was on fire. So that was in 1990. Fast forward about 20 years later, 2009, 11 April, I had a car accident. So ukucha and the wheelchair are two separate incidents. Yeah, two separate incidents. It's the 2009 one that then put me in a wheelchair.
And ngalo lonke ixesha especially kaloku nina nidibene ngo2005. So xa kwenzeka ke ngoku lengozi ngo-20 or 2009
Yes.
then nithetha uba nikunye ngeli xesha.
Kunye that time.
Sasisazana, we were good friends, but we were not dating
Oh, okay.
at the time. She was in a relationship, in case Abazal didn't know that. I was also in a relationship at the time.
Yes.
So we stayed good friends.
Yes.
And then the accident happened in April, and fast forward to I think it was 2009, around December, when we reconnected via social media. Bolu Facebook,
Zenzeka, my inbox.
Yeah, and we reconnected ngolo hlobo. And from there on, we've been inseparable.
Yeah.
Wow. When izinto ezinjengalezi happen, they tend to not just affect one person.
Yeah.
They affect the both of you. How has this been for the both of you?
When he had his car accident, we reconnected right after. And that's when I knew that, okay, this is my person.
Wow.
That's when I knew, because I had prayed throughout the time he was in hospital. I was praying. I was asking God, please, Lord, give me one more chance so that I can go to this person, tell him how I feel. And when we reconnected, I knew this is it. This is my chance. This is my person. This is it.
Yeah.
So we got married. But before we even got married, for us, it was very important to realize that obviously the wheelchair is going to bring challenges.
Yeah.
It was important for us not to be delusional to that.
Yeah.
So I educated myself because now here's this person with a different condition and he's going through things that I don't know.
Yeah.
So I educated myself and we communicate quite a lot. We talk quite a lot. We talk about everything.
Yeah.
We talk about everything. From the very beginning, we were very open with each other. So for us, that's what's gotten us through the challenges that come with being in a wheelchair.
Hey, and I mean, talking about those challenges, obviously one of them would be the fact that you guys may not have children of your own, you know. How have you guys navigated that? You know, because a wheelchair is one thing, but knowing or even having to accept that you may not have kids of your own, that could have its own challenges.
That's true. That's true. I remember when I first heard of that in this hospital in 2009, and the doctors were laying down the realities of my disability. And one of the things they mentioned was that for you might struggle fathering Mtwana. And when we connected, I was so surprised, I think around about December 2009 law, how much he already knew about my condition.
Okay.
So in she was doing her own research. So it even made things easy enough for him now when I was being open. Good check and run. This is what's going to happen. Nan's situation. This is the nature of my disability. And yes, there are measures in place. Sikon is in attempt, but it's been put out there that we might struggle. And it was a struggle. It's been a struggle.
And you guys obviously adopted a beautiful
Yes,
bundle
yes,
of joy. Tell us about that.
Ooh,
It's been how long? 4 months?
He's 4 months old now. I don't know where to begin. He is the light of our lives. He brings so much joy, so much happiness.
Make me cry.
He came, oh my goodness, it makes me want to cry. He came and he wiped away our tears.
And just seeing them together, seeing how complete she is, makes me wish I'd given that to her earlier.
Yeah. And then obviously throughout yonke le process kukho enye into esingasoze sikwazi uyibalekela into ba medical aid, kuba khona the financial impact that eba khona usapho. In terms, can you talk to us about that in terms of how did you manage, especially at that time, that process?
Yes, I think we went into this, some guys said, but disability is expensive.
Sure.
I mean, about it, and when we had to attempt to have Mtwana, we had to go through EIVF, which is very expensive, and medical aids don't cover it.
Okay.
So, which means we needed to save. Now, that's my department when it comes to numbers.
She has accepted that.
I've got spreadsheets about spreadsheets.
Awesome.
So I had to put a plan and go to, okay, this is going to be our first attempt. So we need to save from this month to that month.
Yeah.
And we started consulting, and then we went for the first attempt, and it was unsuccessful. And that broke our heart.
Yeah.
It broke our heart. And the second attempt,
Second attempt was last year, yes. Last year, also unsuccessful, also very expensive. But God had a plan for us.
Yeah.
God had a plan for us because immediately after that, we found out that there's a possibility that we might be placed with a boy, a baby boy.
Wow.
And from birth. From day one. So yes, the finances, they get real.
Yeah. True.
The challenges get real.
Yeah.
It really requires people to communicate, lay your cards on the table, talk to each other, and make sacrifices.
Yeah.
And obviously konke oku kwenzeka kube kufanele kube nendlela ethile relate ngayo yourself. Ngiyayiva the principle of communication, which obviously is it's important. But what are some of the other principles that any apply in your relationship in order to ensure that the relationship yenu ihlala glued together?
Look, one of them is that siyayazi that into yethu yethu, so protection is very key.
Yeah.
So not everyone understands the relationship, and that's okay.
That's fine. They don't have to understand.
It's no problem. Tina say understand. So we have to try and protect the union yethu from the outside. That's one. Always been kukuthandana, and knowing that through it all, Phindi, sikle way.
For life. You guys are amazing.
No matter how hard it gets, at least you know that Mpinchako is by your side.
Yeah. Who between the two of you is bona lo muntu ohlala efuna ama bargains nje?
Ndiphakamise kahle Bramune.
Play the Mr. and Mrs. game. There you go.
Thank you.
Question at your column. Between the two of you, who is an impulsive spender? Lo phuma eyokwenza something else, abuye senze enye into. Oh, okay.
See,
explain, Baba, explain.
Unfortunately, that's me. Yeah, I get carried away, Bramo. Now, when I go shopping, even grocery shopping, ndiphela somewhere and then ndicela umuntu aqhubeke nethole because kukweza sweets izibapha. Yeah, I'm terrible.
Is that bad?
He's bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's bad.
But at least he owns up and he knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yes.
Okay. And our second question, please.
Our second question is, who between the two of you sets long-term financial goals and stick with them? Oh, can't.
Standard.
Yeah?
Oh, can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are we just in sweets kuphela?
No,
Yeah.
Bramo.
We are planning at the same time.
Planning in Doyam. I remember even before we got married, I think about 2009, we already had a plan 2014.
Yeah.
Because I knew that we would need to save towards that wedding.
Wow.
Save for lobola ke mna ndedwa.
Yes.
And then also save for our wedding.
Chamba zangakuncedisa
Are you sure? Maybe nje 50%.
She refused. But yabona ke yakho wedwa ke uzozibonela uzakwenza njani. But we still need to fund the wedding together.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's awesome. And then we move to our third question.
Okay.
Who between the two of you is bona lo muntu ohlala efuna ama bargains nje? Makune 50% sale is the first person owaziyo ubani between the two of you? Okay.
That's me.
Bargain hand of
That's
note.
me. I am. I think more so now that we have a baby.
Yeah.
I think now I really watch my rands and cents. I really do. I bargain hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get it because,
No, I understand.
Our next question is, and I think saying the clue. After giving them answer. So between the two of you, who is the bean counter? Lo obala yonke cent abujonge ibheke ngakhona.
I think for me it's no.
Give us the answer. I'll explain it.
It's in the I'm in the middle with this one.
Why?
I'm in the middle. I think for big things, he really takes care of the rands and cents. For small things, household things, it's me.
Yeah, those things that I think, but why?
Yeah.
But why do we need to compare?
Yeah.
It's milk.
It's milk.
We all compare rubies.
Yeah, but for the bigger things, he
It
does
adds up at the end of the day. Yeah.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true. Make a good team.
Yeah, we do.
Shazam.
Okay, and then our last question, Iti. You know, there are those unforeseen things, you know, when you're running a household. Who's most likely to have some money stashed away for those?
Sheesh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So we are hesitant.
I am, again, it applies, because for the big things, I know he'll take care of them. But for the small things, I always make sure that there's some money I stash away every month, just in case.
I was just about to speak to that secret stash.
I never stash money away, just in case.
That is wise.
Yeah, he knows it. But
So it's not a secret, Moss.
but I've got the password and everything.
He knows
about
so
it,
he knows
but
it's there, but
he knows about
he
it,
has
but
no access.
I access it.
And sometimes they are planning knowing that the corn is secret stash.
So you know there's something to fall back
I
on.
know, I'm covered.
Oh, guys, that's so lovely.
wonderful.
I mean, such a complimentary relationship.
Yeah.
5 out of 5, no?
Yeah,
Exactly.
5 yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, you guys are doing well.
We did it.
Siyabulala.
So you guys are here.
Yes.
It's been 5 years later.
Yes.
What made you guys stay even after everything that you guys have gone through? There's got to be that one thing that really made you to say, you know what, I'm going to stick around.
Phindi, to be quite honest, I think it's love. I think really we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for love, I don't know if we would have made it.